then if you're in your right mind, you do something about it. You don't continue, behaving like that when you can see clearly, look, this is something that's extremely wrong with me if I'm behaving like this. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well,
but no, they don't see it.
Right. Well, a lot of it has to do with the pull or the magnetism of the Western world. The things in the Western world, the money, the bling, the lights, the skyscrapers, all this and all that, is like a magnet that keeps people separated from themselves.
Yeah, because they don't seem to want to be, they don't seem to be willing to reject any of that.
Mm-hmm.
They just, everything that's Western, everything European, that's what they embrace.
Well, it's not even just European alone. I mean, even if you go out here on the street, you see the guys out in the street. Oh, I rep the street, son. Brooklyn, son. Harlem, Inglewood. You see what I'm saying? They're repping the streets, concrete and asphalt.
Yeah.
So they trade in.
Like,
they trade in.
Like they really got it going on.
Right.
Yeah,
we've traded in, the legacy of our greatness for concrete and asphalt and guns.
I know.
That's why the ones in charge treat us and continue to treat us the way they do, because they can see that we are too far separated, too far gone to even be able to say, you know what, enough's enough. Stop.
And not only that, they can see that what they're doing is working, or what they have done is working.
Because we make it so easy for them.
They stop?
Right.
Because they're always looking for ways to deceive you. They're always using their technology to find other ways to deceive you. So that means you have to stay on top of your own self.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're not, getting to you.
Right.
Because your mind is for your use in life, not for them to use it to put all of their ideas and beliefs in it. And then all you doing is living life, false. Your life is really false because you're not really living from your real true self. You're living from their ideas and their beliefs.
Yep. Living up to the standards that they set for us, which
why
is
don't you decide
be 3/5 of a man.
What standards you want to live by?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I noticed that amongst the black people, if you don't believe in what the white people give you to believe in, they get mad at you.
That's correct.
If you don't want to celebrate Christmas, if you don't want to celebrate Easter, if you don't want to go to church, well, they think something is wrong with you.
Right.
I'm like, well,
and then now you in turn start thinking something is wrong with you because other people have set a standard for you to live by.
Well,
that
really
has to stop.
Because I think for myself, but this is what they do. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, sister.
When you don't want to go to church, they call you a devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't celebrate Christmas, they want to know why you don't. You don't celebrate Easter. That's a problem. I mean, this ain't even your original stuff. This is stuff you got from them, and you get mad at me because I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Right. Well, the thing is, a lot of us don't know our original stuff. Okay? We were born into Christianity and Judaism, and we don't get anything African or what was there before we became African American or Westernized.
They won't go beyond what he gave them. It's like the buck stops here.
Right.
So they don't try to go beyond what they've been told by them or what they've been given by them and say, well, let me see. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's something else. Let me take a look and see what else is there, what else happened before, we came over here. They don't want to go no further than that.
Right.
That's where they draw the line.
Right. And for those people, they're going to continue to stay lost and be lost, and their offspring will always feel left out. Okay? Until they decide to get Afrocentric again. But what we're going to do now is get into that history of what was there before so we can enlighten people on that. So thanks for calling in, Empress. We just want to keep the show moving on, all right?
All right.
Blessed night. Okay, so now what we're going to do is provide solutions to combating self-hate. Okay? Now, the number one part to this is studying Ma'at. I'll just bring that up on the screen for Maramian instead of Christianity. Now, as the Empress was saying before, the caller there is something in our history that was here centuries from the dawn of time, before no Islam, Judaism, Christianity, none of that. Okay? what I'm saying is the true spiritual way of the world, not just Africa. Yes, it was founded in Africa, but we as a people spread it throughout the world. Okay? The true spirituality of the world is known as Ma'at. M-A''A'-T. If you have a computer, look it up right now. Okay? And you will find all the doctrines and the laws. Yeah, even the 10 Commandments were taken from the doctrines of Ma'at. Now, Ma'at is what is used to keep the world in harmony, balance, reciprocity, and all these things, which, as you see, is not existent in the world. The world is not in harmony. The world is not in balance because Judaism and Islam have basically taken over the world and have destroyed it. Okay? Now, when Ma'at was within the world, okay, this world that we know now did not exist. Okay? There was a lot of ice and a lot of cavemen running around and all these things. There's a period of prosperity throughout the rest of the world where Ma'at was able to establish itself and reign supreme among all nations. I don't care if you are an Indian or Western African or Asian, it does not matter. Okay? Ma'at is the true spiritual way. It was and still is the true spiritual way until Christianity has come in. Now, you might ask, well, how am I going to give up Christianity and then take up something that I have absolutely no idea about? And it's just simple research. Simple research, because if you follow the history of Christianity, you can see that death, slavery, bloodshed has followed this cross and this Jesus anywhere it has gone. Okay? And Christians, I know you might take that personal, but it's the truth. Okay? Death, slavery, bloodshed has followed Christianity anywhere it has gone. Because when the Christians came to the Americas for the first time, Christopher Columbus and all these men, the people here, they were living, amongst themselves within the harmony of Ma'at. Everything was in balance until other people from other places came and said, you know what, you're a savage. Okay? Change your ways, change your clothes, talk different. Okay? And if you don't, we're going to kill you in Jesus' name, blood and all this and all that. That's what happened. And that's what still goes on today. Okay? You can't be yourself. You have to be something else. You have to wear a suit. You have to talk this language and be like this. And I'm like, enough of that, man. Enough of that. We've gone through that for 700 years. Okay? And still to this day, it has not helped us. Because if you look back 700 years ago, when we boarded the first slave ship, to now, I don't care what has gone on in between. No progress has been made whatsoever. And that is the common denominator throughout all this. This is why it's imperative, black people, to know ourselves and not some. Okay? Slavery is just some. It's just a scratch of the surface of our history. Okay? If you were to go back 10,000 years, to BC time, you will see a dynastic period of prosperity and just a golden age. Black people, that is not taught to you. Because what? If it's taught to you, you're then going to recognize just how special and how valuable you are as a black person. And them don't want that. See what I'm saying? They want to shut that down. For real. They want to shut that down. Anything that could give you hope to make you feel like, hey, you're not 3/5 of a man, you're actually 5 out of 5 of a man. You see what I'm saying? Then, yeah. They know why you know these things. Of course not. Okay? So I really encourage folks at home to research Ma'at, study it, okay? And teach it to your children, man. Teach it to your children. Don't go to